So it seems like the writer's strike is officially going to wrap up tonight at midnight at 12:01 p.m., which means it is officially over. I'm glad that we don't have to sit through the nightmare worrying about our projects being delayed for another 3 years, because that right there is one of the worst things that a lot of us can experience. But thankfully, all of this is over now. So the only thing left for them to do is just go back to work and work their magic. So that way it can save some room for the Jonathan Entwistle project coming out in 2025. So that means he, Jenny Clean, and Brian Edward Hill can just go to work and just go to town on this Power Rangers project, as well as other projects as well. But the Karate Kid reboot is about to be started from Jonathan Entwistle, so which means that they're gonna probably start production probably like around November or December, I don't know. And then once that's done, they could just jump on the Power Rangers and just give us a try. So that's really good to show you that anything is possible in Hollywood if you have the right people in it to give us the best product that we can ever ask for. So I'm here for it. Almost 5 months, the Writers Guild strike will be officially over at 12:01 a.m. Pacific Wednesday. Today, your negotiation committee, the Writers Guild and Actors Guild Board, and the Actors Guild Council all voted anonymously to recommend the agreement. The Guild said Tuesday a tentative agreement worked out with the studios and streamers on Sunday. It will now go to both Guild's members, Guild's memberships for a ratification vote. Eligible voters will receive ball out and materials for the vote, which will take place from October 2nd to 9th. The term of the agreement is September 25th, 2023 through May 1st, 2026. The WGA asserted in their note to members Tuesday, according to the Guild, writers can return to work while the ratification process play out, delivering on issues that made scribes so as a core to their profession. The deal contains big leaps in the AI guardrails, ridicules, and data transparency for writers. Leaps that could be transplanted into the upcoming negotiations between the AMPTP and the SAG-AFTRA, which could start in the week, basically next week. The Guild negotiated a new residual based on viewership. They told members made for HBSVOD, I don't know what these words stands for, I'm not even going to pronounce it, series and films that are viewed by 20% or more of the service domestic subscribers in the first 90 days of release, or in the first 90 days in a subsequent expedition year, get a bonus equal to 50% of the fixed domestic and foreign residual, which views calculated as hours streamed domestically for the season or film divided by runtime. For instance, projects written under the new NBA on the largest streaming services would receive a bonus of $9,031 for a half-hour episode, $16,415 for a 1-hour episode, or $40,500 for a streaming feature over $30 million in the budget. This bonus structure will take effect for projects released on or after January 2024. Woo! This is good. This is good. They're giving the people what they want, and I'm glad that they're actually doing this, so that way it can just bring some type of closure. They're now paying these writers more money instead of giving them less, because this is a start. Well, this is a good start, and this is a step into the right direction. Agreed to provide the Guild, subject to the confidentiality agreement, the total number of hours streamed, both domestically and internationally, of self-produced high-budget streaming programs, a Netflix original series. They added, the Guild may share information with the membership and agreeing a Green Gate form. I don't know how you said that word. I'm bad at this, y'all. Please forgive me. I'm trying my best to give you the best information, but you know I'm not that good at reading, but I tried. Read the full note sent to the WGA members with links to the agreement and summary below. According to the guild, scribes can return to work while the ratification, I already read that part. On the off chances that members reject the tentative agreement that was worked out on Sunday, the strike will start back up again at 148 days. The strike will be just a few days short of being the guild's longest ever. The strike of 1988 lasted 153 days. In terms of minimum salaries, the WGA got the same pay raises that the Directors Guild got without striking. In June, the DGA got annual pay raises of 5% to 4%, 3.5% over the life of the contract. That's 13% couponing over 3 years. Wow. The DGA also got an additional 0.5% to fund a new parental leave benefit. The WGA won paid parental leave in 2020. The WGA also got 5 to 4% to 3.5%, but notes in a summary, in a summary of memorandum of agreement that some minimums and rates increases less, mostly by 3% each year, while a few rates increases only once or do not increase over the contract. These exceptions are the result of patterns established in the industry. You know, I sometimes feel like when it comes to Hollywood and the industry, like look at how Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was in 1993 when the show first came out. Saban barely paid the actors $500 to $600 because there's a documentary on YouTube about how the original Power Rangers were fired because they wanted more money. It's obvious to me that Saban was making more money out of these actors than the actors making money off of their roles. Because in Hollywood, you're not going to get the same amount of money that you ask for, because why do you think Audrey Dubois, aka the original Trini, before she got replaced by 3 trained got Russell Soul? Because she wanted more money. It really goes to show you that in the industry, it's not a honeymoon. So now, I mean, as of right now, now that the strike is over, they're going to get paid with more money and they're going to become the richest actors and writers in the world, and directors as well. As long as the companies treat these people with respect and give these people what they want, then you're good to go. Going into the negotiations, the WGA had asked for 6%, 5%, 5% pay increases, which is 16.87% compounded over 3 years. Okay, did I read that part? The negotiations, the WGA had asked for 6%, 5%, 5% pay increases, which is 16.87% compounded over 3 years. According to the WGA, the AMPTP's offer just before the strike began was only 4%, 3%, and 2%, which is 9.26% compounded over 3 years. In August 11th, the AMPTP raised its offer to what the DGA got, which is what the WGA has now gotten. The WGA, however, made a huge gain in its demands for minimum staffing and duration of employment in TV writers' rooms. Previously, there have been no minimum staffing, but come December 1st, development rooms, aka pre-green lighting rooms, and regular writers' rooms for television and HBS VOD series will have requirements regarding the minimum numbers. The minimum number of writers who must be hired and the duration of their employment. According to the guild summary, these new According to the Guild summary, these new provisions go into effect for seasons where the first episode is written after December 1st, 2023, assuming ratification in October. Development rooms. Once 3 writers are convinced before the series order, at least 3 writers, producers, including the showrunner, are guaranteed 10 consecutive weeks of employment. Rooms where the writers are guaranteed 20 weeks of work or more are treated as post-greenlight rooms. For 3 rooms on first season shows, the minimum staff size required would be 3 writer-producers, including the showrunner. For these rooms, in the second or subsequent season of the show, the required minimum numbers of writers is determined by the anticipated episode order. For post greenlight rooms, a formula has been worked out for a minimum staffing that depends on the number of episodes ordered, unless a single writer is engaged to write all episodes. The minimum staff must also be guaranteed at least 20 weeks or the entire duration of the post greenlight room, whichever is shorter. If there was a development room, the 2 writer-producers who worked in the development room must be hired for writer's room. Weeks worked in the development room can be credited against the guaranteed weeks in the writer's room, but development room compensation cannot be credited. For writers in production or single camera series made for HBS, VOD, and paid TV that are exclusively filmed in the US and Canada, 2 writer-producers must be employed for the lesser of 20 weeks of production or the duration of production along with the showrunner. The 2 writer positions can be used for more than 2 writers, provided that the total weeks worked by the additional writers adds up to the minimum required number for each position. Artificial intelligence was another key strike issue in here too. The WGA made a significant gains. Under the terms of the agreement, AI can't write or rewrite a Liberty material, and AI generated material will not be considered source material under the contract, meaning that AI generated material can't be used to undermine a writer's credit or separated rights. Okay, this is good. At least they're not going to use any AI stuff just to make a TV show, just in case the actor or an actress is sick or something like that. They can't really use their face to make things awkward for certain scenes or a TV show or a movie and all of that. That shouldn't be happening, and I'm glad it's not. You can't require the writer to use AI software when performing writing services. The company must also disclose to the writer if any materials given to the writer have been generated by AI or incorporated AI generated material, and the WGA says that it reserves the right to assert that the exploitations of writers' material to train AI is prohibited by NBA or the law. All of this was such a struggle for me because there's so many words I can't pronounce, but at least I was able to give you enough information from this article my way. So if you want to read the article, I could put it in the description because you guys know how I do when original videos and articles. I'm always giving you the best information that I can give you. You know what I'm saying? Even if my reading sucks, I'm not the best reader, like I said, but what I can do is just take my time when I'm reading and give you the best information that I can give. So I'm glad that the strike is coming to an end. Now we can all focus on writing good action TV shows and movies. I'm just glad that it's coming to an end. That's all I can say. And the Jonathan Entwistle Power Rangers reboot and the Power Rangers universe can begin right now. I'm excited. I can't wait for Cosmic Fury this Friday, and the future of Power Rangers is looking bright. Of any franchise is looking bright, and hopefully everything can just work out and stay the way it needs to be. So I'm just glad that all of this is coming to an end. Link to the original article will be down below, and I'm gonna catch you